All right, greetings, Internet Sojourners, and welcome back to the MMORPG stream. So good to be here with you on a beautiful Wednesday evening on Twitch TV, as well as for my YouTube viewers. Thank you so much for watching later. Love you guys as well. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up, maybe put a comment on the video, helps out the algorithm. What are we doing tonight? So tonight, we are out in the Dreadlands. I am 49 2/3, and we are going to push for level 50. As you can see, I've got some goals in the upper right corner of the screen. Level 50 is the first one. We want to finish some skull caps. As soon as I get Dead Man floating, we can get to work on that. Which leads into the next one, which is obviously spell research. As we move a little bit further up into 50, we will find hopefully better research components so we can get started actually getting our level 49 and 50 plus spells. And then finally, we're going to want to get some keys. We're going to want to get the Howling Stones key as well as the Sebulus key. So if you guys are watching, stay with me here as we continue to grind all the way up to level 50 here tonight on stream. Where are we at? We're at the KC North Wall in the Dreadlands. This is a kind of a slow but steady spot to get experience. And I'm so glad you're joining me here. Hopefully you've been enjoying the progress of Mr. Best Friend as he works his way all the way up. We are on day 152 of the solo self-found Kunark only necromancer challenge. And it has been an absolute joy doing it with you. And I look forward to continuing all the way through to level 60. So let's get settled in. Let's start doing some grinding out here. So mainly the mobs that I'm looking for out here are these brutes. These are good experience. And the Drollvargs. I'm going to try to stay away from the Drachnids. They're kind of nasty. When I was grinding off stream, one of them rooted me out in the middle of the field, and then I had multiple mobs on me. So we're actually going to watch out for the Drachnids tonight. And how I normally like doing this is I like just pulling back down here, letting the pet do some fighting, and then really just doing a lot of nuking. And I'm not super worried right now about having a max level pet. And the reason being is my pet is just literally, he's a meat shield. He's going to stand there and take hits. That's about it. Also, I have the forage turned on again because I started to run out of food and I don't want to go back to Cabalus until level 50. So I turned on forage, and luckily, so I was almost out of water. Or no, I was out of food. I had one food left. I had one muffin, as you can see here. And I turned the auto forage hotkey back on, and I've built my food back up. And somehow I found 7 pods of water out here, which is kind of crazy. You don't normally find a lot of water. One disadvantage here, and I'm going to have to figure out how to fill this time on the stream, is that there's a lot of downtime. Because I pretty much go out, I nuke, find a mob, nuke, and then I have a pretty long med time. So I've thought about, like, do I play another game on stream? Do I, what do I do? So you may see this evolve. Be forewarned. I've been up to a little bit of other gaming in my off time here when I'm not streaming or playing EQ. I've been playing Diablo 3 again. I've kind of changed my mind about Diablo 3 in recent years. I actually think it's a pretty good game. I enjoy it. It's a very light ARPG. You come right here. There we go. It's light, but it's got a good progression. and it one thing it does pretty well is it allows you to set the difficulty right where you want it to be. And if you don't want it to be too hard, you can bring it difficulty down, do a little bit easier content. So I have been enjoying it. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of downtime. Some things that we need to look at while we're medding. We need to get a handle on this. We need to get a handle on the Howling Stones key. And this is interesting. So I did not know this until recently. Drusilla Sathir is actually in Howling Stones as a mob. She is the wife of Veneral Sathir, who is the, like, what, evil Ixar? Let's see. Okay, the wiki page doesn't have anything about him, but yeah, I think he's like the evil, he was like one of the evil Ixar overlords or something, necromancer or something like that. Yeah, Drusilla Sathir is in Howling Stones. She is a, what, demi-lich? Does that mean I can charm her? And I'm just looking at some of the stuff you can get. Ooh, that would be nice to get. The Spirit Racked Cord. It's probably very difficult to get. Let's see, you have to get the Undead Dragon Sinew. Drops from Trakenon, no big deal. Or this guy who's got 15k HP. And the Regal Band of Bathazid. Oh, this is one of those quests that leads to another quest that leads to another quest kind of thing. Yeah, so you get the Dizok Signet of Service in Chardok for having, I think, Warmly reputation. Yep, at Warmly faction above level 50 to get the ring, and then you get the Regal Band of Bathazid quest, and then you have to do all this. Definitely out of reach for me right now. So let's go back to where we were before, which was Howling Stones. Come on, Wiki. There we go. Okay, apparently there's a bunch of keys you have to get just to navigate the zone. That's actually not the key I'm looking for. Let's see. Key to Cherasis. There we go. So you got to go to Trakenon's Teeth. You got to talk to this guy. Man, he's a beefy looking frog. Look at those pecs. That dude could probably bench 350. Needs to work on his legs though. He's got pretty good upper body. Yep, so you get the Zalgosian Fang from Zalgoz, and then you have to get the Jade Chokaday Prod from the Chancellor of Dizok. When you get those two, then you turn it in, you get the Howling Stones key. So that is one thing we're going to work on. We just need to get level 50 out of the way. I want to be 50 before I start that. One thing we could do is go up to the northern part of the Dreadlands, or western, sorry. And near the Druid Ring is a undead ruin. And we could look at charming in there. Whether or not that's easier or harder than the gorillas, I do not know. Neutral says, I'd say Howling Stones 54 plus. Neutral Rockets, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. I'm doing this stream just for you, buddy. I felt bad I didn't stream last night. I had family come to town. So we're at 67% towards level 50. Let me turn on hide corpse looted. And I did rearrange the windows a little bit. I wanted to get the bags out from like behind me. My webcam. Neutral says also you need DMF for sure. Yeah, where? Okay, next med break we're gonna research DMF. Like where do I need to go to find the words for DMF? Because I kind of would figure that I would have found it by now. Maybe we end up going to Blood Gills if Blood Gills drop those words. Because that is one issue about this location is these guys do not drop very high words at all. Also, notice how when I use Ignite Bones on these Voracious Brutes, they change into Yetis. Whenever they come back out of the bone form, they turn into a white Yeti. Neutral says, heard of a spot in KC basement that is all undead charming. Looks like an easier version of Howling Stone's basement. Interesting. What's that all about? Carner's Castle. That's the top level catacombs. Rooms with a skeletal caretaker. What level are you? So he's 49. Rooms with an undead jailer. Ooh, he's 51. That's nice. Book of Obulus, 8 int, 45 mana, and a couple resists. Spectral Turnkey. These are 47 of 53. Alright, that would be nice to get. What was I looking up? Dead Man Floating, research. Okay, so we need Words of the Psyche and Words of Burnishing. Alright, these are known to drop from Sarnax and Apes and Burning Woods. I was just out there. I did that off stream. I went out to BW and just checked it out. I killed one of these apes. Okay, and then Phantoms from City of Mist. Those also drop the words that we're looking for. I was hoping maybe they would drop some 49 words, but I don't think that's in the cards. All right, so it looks like if we want to get Dead Man Floating, which we do, either Burning Woods or City of Mist. And let's see, Words of Burnishing. Also Burning Woods, also City of Mist. Yeah, the one that I'm really wanting, I'm really wanting this level 49, like Lich and the pet. But here's the issue. Words of the Ethereal only drop in Old Seb, at least according to this. Old Seb or Vicious Raptors in TD? So that's gumming me up. That's jacking me up a little bit. Because I can't do either of those yet. But we knew this was going to happen, right? We knew that being solo self-found, I wasn't going to get the 49 spells right at 49. That's not how it works. So, all right, I see your chats. Neutral, give me just one moment here, because we got mana, so we need to keep the grind going. Let me grab a guy here. We want a blue. Give me a blue. Blue. There we go. Ooh, Drolvarg Rager. Watch these guys. They hit like 5 attacks a second. M. Kevin, welcome back. Good to see you. Wow, Neutral Rockets and M. Kevin here. We got the boys together tonight. It's good to see you both. Thanks for coming back to the stream. Oh no, a tiny Rager is on me. I love how they shrink after I do Ignite Bones on them. Uh-oh. You caught me while I was trying to take a drink of tea. And Kevin says, I need to use my channel points. I missed using them for the 24-hour. Oh, so I have some news on that. Sorry if that was loud. It shouldn't be too loud. I think I have the limiter set just right. For the channel points. Excuse me, for the 24-hour stream. I think I have a 3-day weekend. Let's see. Let me look at the calendar. Well, shoot. When's President's Day? February 19th. All right, so there we go. So February 19th will be the, unless something changes, like something I'm not tracking, then February 19th will be the 24-hour stream. Looking forward to the sleep deprivation. Kevin says, cool, that's pretty soon. Yeah, I wanted to do it sooner rather than, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, donate to this thing, you guys, and then be like, oh yeah, I'll do it later. Oh yeah, I'll do it later. That's not good, you know? I got to put my money where my mouth is, or where my channel points are. All right, KC. Neutral Rocket said, rooms marked 1. Oh yeah, City of Mist Ramparts is heaps good for the charm too. So is that like this? Like this area? Right as you come in? And then the rooms marked 1 are, yeah, Skeletal Caretaker. That's down in the basement. So that's A. That's A. How do you get down there? Yeah, I'm just looking at the map. There's an A there, but it's not connected to anything. Yeah, I'm confused on how you actually get down to this, but it's such a long way off. We can figure it out whenever we get there. Neutral Rocket says you should set up another one for the second 24-hour stream. Got heaps of points left. I think the next one is going to be a few points higher than the last one. Also, Kevin says, I don't think you realized how many points some of us had when you priced them out. You are 100% spot on. I had no idea that you guys were banked. I didn't think I had channel points on for that long, and nobody ever used them because I guess I didn't have anything to use them on. Am Kevin says I could have paid for the 24-hour by myself. You are MMORPG royalty. Yeah, I imagine you, Neutral, probably had the most. Can't think of who else would have a lot. Uh-oh. Ah. Okay. That's this is not good. I'm gonna root him. Cause he's kinda like right on top of me and was eating me. I just wanted to drain some of his life. And Kevin says Raven. Yeah, you're probably right. Skyless Raven's probably got quite a few. I just haven't seen him in a while. I think he's been busy. I'm not sure what's going on. Where's my pet? Shouldn't my pet be helping me with this guy? There he is all the way over there. Kevin says, there was also that imposter Kevin that was around for a bit. He probably has like 5K. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a minute either. There's a handful of you guys that, yeah, I see pretty regularly. Thanks for your support. And then, yeah, we have had some folks, you know, they come, they go. It's all good. What was his name? It was like M Kevin or Kevin M or something. M Kevin says, only joking, of course, it was just funny that 2 Kevins showed up. That was pretty funny. I couldn't tell you guys apart for a little bit. So the other day I was here, I was grinding in this spot, and there was 2 enchanters doing like charming together. And like both their pets broke at the same time and they had to run away. It was kind of funny. And the one, I was gonna actually screenshot it. He didn't he could not wrap his head around SSF. Like he was like, do you want a group? I was like, oh no man, I can't, I'm SSF. And he was like, what's that? Or he didn't even ask that. He was kind of like smug about it. He was like, oh, I don't know what that is, but cheers. And I was like, oh, I'm soloselffound. He's like, why would you do that? I was like, because I've been playing this game for 20 years. You got to do something new. M. Kevin says, I was at FM Giant Fort with my buddy on our monk shaman, and the 37 chanter there was using his summon pet. Yikes. That's like, I don't know if I want to say this. I feel like I'll be making fun of somebody. Let me think of a good analogy that's not gonna be like awfully offensive. Because you know, people have different tolerances for things or whatever. Kevin says, "Say it, say it, be mean, entertain us." I was thinking like, okay, how about here's a good one: a motorcyclist riding a motorcycle with training wheels. And Kevin says, I mean, at that point, play a major and necro. Yeah. I will say the pet, the not menagerie. One of them is called menagerie or something like that. Whatever. The summoned pet it works in a pinch, but not at the giant fort. That's not the place to do that. But it does work in some spots when you need it. He was running in and getting whacked to pull the mobs. Yeah, that's what you have to do. You can't control it. This is a blue, and I killed him in like 3 nukes. And that new life tap, man, that new life tap hits good. %71%, we're almost there. We're definitely going to get it before the end of the stream. We're probably not going to get it before the end of the stream. The experience here is slow. Let's go, now that it's daylight, let's go check out Yetis. I gotta do something new. This spot's good. The KC wall is good when you have a monitor going and like a YouTube video or a movie. I don't want to subject you guys to this. Oh shoot. Oh, that's a ravishing. Ah, get away, pet. Alright, we gotta deal with this guy. Yeah, ravishings they're kinda tough. Kevin says you must be so sick of Kunark. I don't know. I mean there's ups and downs. I tell you what I'm tired of is how high the mobs have, how high their MR is. Kevin says, I watched your charming adventures on YouTube in City of Mist. The session after I said that zone was terrifying. Was that one the one where I died and I raged? Like I almost rage quit? Jeez, this guy's got a lot of health. Yeah, the gorilla charming, I got like pretty ragey. That was the most rage I've felt on this game in a while. That was really bad. I shouldn't stand up. Yeah, I stood up. Let's see, what other dots can I throw on this guy? At least root is holding. Oh, root's about to break. Yeah, I got impatient. I should have just stayed sitting down and it would have been just fine. I would have gotten mana back, I would have gotten health back. There goes a bard. There goes a bard train there. That's always good to see. Man, this guy's got a lot of health. And Kevin says, I've been close to punching a hole in my screen after a classic has fallen to the ground. Yeah, it was 2 root, or 2 FD fails in a row. A root drop. Like, it was so frustrating. ASAG says, it died a few times to bad bard pulls outside KC. Yikes, I should watch out. Hopefully he's running circles and not running through here. And hopefully he doesn't bug out to the zone and then set his train loose. I swear he's going to die any second now. Neutral says, don't give up on charming. It's the way 50 plus. Oh yeah, I'm not. I'm not giving up. Yeah. Oh, you stinker. Just let the pet beat him up. We are going to have to med now, though, before I go running across the zone. Hey, he was worth 2%, though. I went from 71 to 73%. Yeah, what I figure I'll do is I'll charm, especially live on stream. I'll do some more interesting stuff, and then in my downtime, I can do dopey things like this just to keep the experience going. I think it might have been the ASAG. Somebody was telling me that this place was good through 58. I imagine that would be very slow, but it is an option. And like I said, it's good when you have something just to watch on the other monitor and you just put on a movie and you can be kind of like tabbed out. It's so safe. You just sit right here and pull stuff out from over yonder. All right, we'll get a little bit more mana here, and then we're going to head up to... I don't know if we should do Yetis or we should check out the Combine Ruins. Kevin says, high 50s here sounds kind of miserable. I totally agree. It would be miserable. I want to get a few more levels and then go to the Giants in Burning Woods. All right, you know what? We're going to do this. I don't really need a pet. So we're just going to dismiss him. Oh, shoot. Got that circlet of shadows. So nice. There we go. We do have to watch out. There is C Invis. There's a lot of C Invis out here. That sky looks nice and pretty. 25-year-old game. Sky looks good. Everquest, you're the love of my life. You've aged so well. I was daydreaming the other day about what life after Mr. Best Friend looks like. And I was thinking, what if... Uh-oh. Ah, there's enemies about. What if we did another solo self-found? Otis only. And then when that's done, what if we did another solo self-found? And Tonica only. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Dude, so many C Invis. And then what if we did another one? Fadeware only. Huh? That's just one idea I had. And I thought about Antonica only, and I was like, you know what? I want to be a ranger. I want to be the Antonican ranger. But then I went, no, that's a waste because Antonica, I can get J-boots. So why would I get a class that can do so when I can go get J-boots? Neutral Rocket says, Mr. Best Friend retires back to down near the sewer whence he came. That'd be a perfect place to park Mr. Best Friend when I'm done with him. Kevin says, Otis does not sound fun at all. It sounds like a lot of guards is what it... When I did some research on it, it sounded like you'd be doing guards for a long time until you can go to the hole. Kevin says, yeah, and sitting a lot of sitting in the hole. Maybe I won't do Otis only first. Because you're right, that does sound like a little bit of a slog. Antonica would be cool because you have a lot more zones to choose from. Fadewar. The only thing I was thinking is, how do you get to 60? You can get to 50, obviously. You can get to 50 probably 4 or 5, maybe a little bit higher, but how do you get to 60? Or is the experience range so wide when you're 59 that it doesn't, you can get experience, it's just going to be really slow? And Kevin says, seahorses in Kedge. Neutral Rockets brings up a good point. He said, should explore Velius. That was the other thing I was thinking about is how do you do Velius? If you were to say you're Velius only, you can't just go to Velius right away. Because there's no way you could get experience. Or is there, and would it be like, 60 hours of like turn-in quests? Look at that, Neutral. I've gotten 8 pods of water since I started foraging again. I bet you're jealous. Mr. Best Friend's got the hookup on water. He knows how to find it out here. Neutral says, I feel like I've barely stepped on Velius. Same here, man. That's one continent I've barely done anything on. I'm good with Kunark now. I know more about Kunark than I care to know. Especially once we get to 60, all the higher level dungeons, I should be pretty good on those. Kevin says, I don't think you can reasonably do Velius without some really janky rules. That's what I was thinking, like, so for example, spells. Are there spell vendors on Velius? That's something I need to research. And the ASEC says lowest level mob in Velius is like 27. Yeah, that's what I found too. It's the I think the Pumas or the Dust Devil guys in outside Tower of Frozen Shadows. Those are pretty low, if I remember right. Kevin says like combine it with Otis or something silly. Yeah, do like a Otis Velius. We're just brainstorming here. Like there are no bad ideas. Whatever the case is, whatever I decide on, it's going to be on P99 Blue. Because I don't want to deal with people. I'm such a like crotchety bastard when it comes to other people in this game because of soloselffound. Kevin says don't do Fadewar then. Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm thinking, what would a Fadewar run look like? Obviously, we all know how to get up to like level 20 or so. That's no question, or even 30 with Unrest. And Kevin says Mistmore and Unrest or permacamp. And that's what I was thinking is you do like, obviously, noob zones through, 16, 17, go into, or noob zones through like 12 or 13, go to Unrest through 20 plus, then to Mistmore. Mistmore will take you, Mistmore could probably take you almost all the way. Kevin says, wouldn't be an issue if you were grouping, but SSF will be a pain, yeah. I'm going to have to do some scouting and check what the, what does it look like population-wise on blue in those zones if I decide to go with the Fadewar one. Yeah, I would definitely do Antonica before Fadewar, though. Yeah, I think Antonica sounds like the most fun. All right, these are the ruins. Look at these old school textures. This is like Windows 98 screensaver textures here, or background wallpaper. This reminds me of like Microsoft Solitaire. Supposedly. Hold up, there's a clock out here? Supposedly there's undead out here. Unless I'm in the wrong spot. What is this anyway? Combine ruins? It's a clock. He's naked, but it's a clock. He sells water. He sells food and water. My brother, what are you doing so far from home? Don't you know this is a dangerous land? So good to see you, though. My goodness, I can sell, I can buy food and water. You are a blessing, sir. That's amazing. We're gonna buy 2 stacks. I don't care how much it costs, we're buying it. He can charge whatever he wants to charge. I'm buying his food. Now I don't have to forage anymore. I've got all this stuff that I don't need anymore. I was so proud of foraging all this. Kevin says he's on his grind, don't knock the hustle, yay. He's very minimalist too, he's naked out here. Clock Fishay. How are you even supposed to say that name? Footshy. Thanks, Forage. I don't need you anymore. Forage is like, but wait, you can get grapes too. Go away, Forage. You're not wanted anymore. What's in here? I'm afraid. Oh, there's something in here. I can't click it. Okay, he's a greenie. Kevin says he hates forage with a burning passion. I like forage when I need it. Neutral says I still forage and get crap on my cursor in the middle of fights, yeah. The best thing I've ever seen is when people call forages, whenever people leave them on the ground, they call them druid poops. Because druids are always foraging. Somebody on the forums was like, druids are always leaving their little druid poops around. Alright, what's in here? I feel like I'm gonna get jumped by something. Yeah, we all know neutrals, or is it Kevin? One of you is like very frustrated by the fact that you can't get water. You rarely ever get water, but look at all this water I got. 8 pods of water. Oh, there's another skeleton. But these are all green. I was kind of hoping there would be a spot with like 4 or 5 that I could just charm. But it looks like they're really sparse. And Kevin says, yeah, you probably deleted 3 bags worth of food for those 6 pods. I needed the food really bad, so I hung on to it. Okay, there's a blue. All right, we found a few guys. This is a very like odd place to level, but screw it, let's do it. Let's get buffed up though. Neutral says, is there any charisma gear on Kunark? Mainly negative charisma gear from what I've seen. Look at this. Once I'm done buffing and I can open my inventory, I'll show you how much charisma I have. This might be why I'm having a hard time charming. I have 34 charisma. When people whisper me, if you guys are playing, whisper me and use the phrase like I something or other, like say I do this or I like this, and I'll show you. It changes the word I to the word me. It's very strange. And the only thing I can think is it's because my charisma is that low. I didn't know that was in the game until Mr. Best Friend. But to actually answer your question, Neutral, I'm not sure if there's a lot of plus charisma gear. Really, the only gear I've found is negative. Neutral says charisma doesn't matter for charm, but it does for lulls. Ah, I didn't know that. I thought it mattered for charm as well as lull. I'm gonna cajole this guy. Neutral also says get more crit resist versus normal with low charisma. And Kevin also says some people used to say that lower charisma was better for necro charming. I wonder why. I should probably get a grasp on this charm mechanic if I'm going to keep doing it. The Earl Grey is tasting outstanding tonight. I've got the big skeleton beating up the little skeleton. Oh, I can get bone chips. Now I won't get yelled at by lobies, by twink monks and kerns. Get accused of, what is it, zone disruption. Because I need bone chips. This is kind of a unique spot. Kevin says you were a monster for going to Kearns for bone chips. Terrible person. I'm just a streamer, man. I do what I want. I'm an entertainer, okay? Dang, this guy's beating my little pet up. Kevin is an honorable XR and he destroys the noob yard instead. Take that nuke. Ooh, he resisted my root. I did figure out I can get Paralyzing Earth in Furiona V if I'm willing to brave the Shaman Guild to try to get to it. But apparently they sell it there. I just don't know if how to get the faction to do that. Oh no. Okay. Oh look, when you tell him to sit, he actually like sits. That's cool. Oh no, root broke. Alright, he's ST'd. Luckily we got that off. Yeah, I really need that higher level, Oh no. That didn't kill him. Why didn't that kill him? Alright, we'll get a vampiric curse on him. At least it's nice and safe. There's not a lot to worry about out here. Oh, come on. There we go. Neutral asks, can't you buy it from the over there? I don't think they like me very much. Yeah, K-Sora did that in. Too many levels grinding in there. I think I have my my faction is so low that they like it'll never recover. Look at those bone chips. Nice. Oh, there's a skeleton up there. Hey, this is kind of cool. I don't see any roamers either. All right, so I do have a nice long med, and my eyes are super dry. So I'm going to take about a minute and a half here and med and go take out my contacts, and I will be right back. There we go, back with the glasses. Still waiting on mana though. Yep, K-Sora ruined me for over there. But I do have a ton of these canines to turn in. So if I can just get faction enough to get to Furiona V, then I can turn in a bunch of canines, get some experience, and then also maybe buy Paralyzing Earth. But I read somewhere that the guildmaster in the Shaman Guild hates Ixars, and there's no fixing it unless I wanted to go off of Kunark, which I can't. But if I'm able to, can you vendor? Can you feign death and vendor? You can't use a merchant right now. Okay. Let me try one other thing. I could have swore you could feign death and vendor, but I could be wrong. If I open it and then feign death, oh, I can't click feign death. You're too distracted. Lame. Neutral says only works for bank. Ah, okay. I was hoping maybe I could run in, feign death, buy it, even if they kill me, whatever, take the 10% loss, but I got the new spell, so who cares? And Kevin says sneak for vendors, unfortunately. I've got that, right? No, I do not have that. Sneaky Necro. Nope, not a sneaky necro. What is my evocation at now? 194, nice. Getting there. We need to find a blue skeleton. This is a green one. I don't want to charm a green. Nothing over here. Let's look inside here. Oh man, somebody's got a little cozy setup in here. Get a little screenshot. Look at that bed. I wish my bed looked like this. It's huge. Who sleeps in a bed this big? I'd be worried about hitting my like extremities on these pointy parts. Are there skeletons on top? Nope. So it's a neat place, but there's really not that many spawns out here. Wasn't there one in here? Nope. There's only probably 4 spawns out here. What's at the top of this one? This looks like an important pyramid here. Grimlust, welcome back. Good evening, friend. How was your day? It was good. Is this the wizard port? I don't know if I've ever gotten a wizard port to Dreadlands. Hopefully your day was good as well, Grimlust. I ran all the way across the Dreadlands hoping to find some skeletons to charm. And I did find a few, but not very many. Does not appear to be a good spot to level. I feel like I have maybe 4 or 5 spawns here. At least there's no roamers. Kevin asks, are both class ports to Dreadlands in that side valley? I think so. Yeah, I think the druid and the wizard one are right here, but I've never gotten a wizard port to this zone. I feel like I've only gotten probably 5 wizard ports my entire time playing this game. Wizard ports are kind of rare for me. Ham Kevin says, I think I have gotten one. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I went to Enro one time. Like, I had a wizard port to Enro once, and that's like it. Ham Kevin says, all my friends have level 60 druids on blue. It's really popular to have a druid alt. Ham Kevin's druid is only level 34. Ooh, we got some words. They're probably not good words, but we got some words. Let's see what those words do. Words of neglect. I feel like I already have those. For collarbones. We really need DMF words. But I'm going to have to go to higher mobs to get those. I think it was really cool, though, that I found a vendor out here that will sell to Ixars. He is an Ixar. I have I think a 44 druid on blue. I use him for recording YouTube B-roll footage for my YouTube videos. I'm really glad I leveled that druid back in like 2015. It's so nice whenever you need to take footage of something, you just hop on that druid and port there, and you can do it relatively quickly. This is a great spot to learn charming. It's a very low threat. Is this a fire pot? Will this teleport me somewhere? Aha. Gaze upon me in wonderment, skeleton. I am your lord and master. Kevin says it sucks because I started playing for the first time ever on green, then everyone left and went back to blue after like 2 years. Huh, interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, there's a greater plague bone. We're gonna pit our little measly skeleton against him. Actually, what if we do this? Well, one, I'm gonna get a little bit more mana. Kevin says, but I get it, makes it easier. They have like 10 years worth of characters. Yeah, I suppose if all you're really looking is just to raid and you have all the infrastructure, you spend less time leveling alts and farming stuff. Now it's raining out here, but the rain is coming down in like really long zips. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to swap out the pets. We're going to upgrade to a better pet. We'll grab this guy. And I need health, so... Oh my, this pet is just destroying that guy. That is not a very fair fight at all. I guess one benefit is the respawn timer is really fast here. Like 6 minutes, 40 seconds. So that does help. I gotta be careful I don't accidentally sick my pet on the merchant. He kind of looks like a skeleton from far away. Uh-oh. He broke loose. He was pretty pissed. There should be like one more around here, right? Man, there's only like 4 out here. Wasn't there one in one of these buildings? I need to find something to life tap. There we go. I need this guy to get beat up a little bit. That way if I have to kill him, he's nice and low. So I'm telling him to sit down. Oh man, it like didn't work. Ooh, there's a greater spur bone. How much you want to bet that's higher? That's got to be higher than a plague bone. Let's see who's going to get the upper hand here. The pet's the underdog. He's only got 60%. Oh, he's putting in some work though. Maybe the plague bone is higher. He looks bigger. Yeah, he's beating up the spur bone pretty good. I want him to get beat up though. I want my pet to be low. That way I can just kill them both. Keep sitting. Do squats. I'm making my pet do squats. Okay. Time to break them. Okay, I'm gonna do one drain and then one nuke on him. That way I get health back. It's probably gonna end up being 2 nukes. Uh-oh. Oh, root keeps breaking. These are like garbage low-level roots that just aren't doing what I need them to do anymore. Oh my gosh. And the other one is gonna get unrooted. Yeah, here he comes. Oh, clutch root. Okay, he needs to go. Let's see if I can finish him in one nuke. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Oh, it did. Nice. Words of dissolution. What are the words of dissolution? They are for the Shadow Vortex spell. Gross. That's like a really low spell. And Kevin says it's actually a scam that Ixar Necro don't get the Ixar skeleton model for Lich. I totally agree. I would love to have an Ixar model pet. I don't know if you were here on stream when I said all of my bone chips come from Ixar skeletons. Why is it that when I summon a skeleton pet, they look like a human? Makes no sense. Okay, so that is the Combine Ruins. Unplayable. Kevin says it's unplayable. Yep. Broken game. Bad game. Oh, you know what I should do? I should see if I can buy this opal and resell it. Wait, 36 plat. The opal's not going to resell for 36 plat. Sells for 7. I got ripped off. I was trying to trade out my no way. This has a summon food. That's so cool. I'm totally going to buy that. I was trying to sell it back and get my money like changed out, but no, not a good idea. Crystallized pumice. I've heard about this. Raiders use this for raid encounters. Oh, this has got summon water. Bro, that's so cool. Learn something new every day. Now I can hang on to this or these. Oh, there's a skeleton up here. And I can use that to summon some water and food if I run out. Okay. So I'm gonna go check out the Yetis before I kind of commit to a spot. Ham Kevin says, you got clocked. He also says, pumice stone is essential on PvP servers. I believe it, because it has a nullify magic. Where is... Oh my gosh. I opened up my pig parse map and it was like half my screen. So if I remember right, one of the Yeti caves is a higher Yeti cave. It could be camped, though. And I think it's the one in the middle, Glacier Yeti. Those are 36 to 40. And the Tundra Yetis are 30 to 35. So we'll see if the Glacier Yetis are camped. Those are usually pretty popular, though, if I remember right. It's not a very far run, though. So push come to shove, we can just come back. That wasn't really... I don't feel like that was any better experience than the KC wall, though. There wasn't a whole lot of enemies to fight out there. Kind of a neat spot for a Necro, though. If you want a low-stress charm camp, that is the one. I had a great run today. Felt great, was jogging along, opened up my stride a little bit, did some like 200-meter sprints. Hit the gym, did some shoulders. Felt really good. I did my run test for the military on like the 23rd or something. Took like a week off and now I'm back at it. Oh, oh. Oh. I think the falling animation in this game is pretty funny. They start waving their arms. I think it's funny when mobs are walking along and they just start swimming, doing the swimming animation out of nowhere. Alright, the cave should be around here. Yeah, these guys are outside are way too low. Grimlust, if you're still here and you had to do a Antonica only solo self-found, how would you get from 50 to 60? Ow, dang. Wait a minute, where's the cave? This is like a hut. There it is. Alright, these guys are blue. Neutral says Sol B. Ooh, yeah, they have like nice low health in there. I remember nuking for like 40%. Lower Guck, you can go to 60 and lower... I guess you can, yeah. There's level 40 something mobs in there. Oh, shoot. Okay, he can't see Invis. Why is there a bird in here? That was bizarre. Alright, so I've counted 3 Eddies and a bird. Stop doing the monster walk. 4, 5, 6, 7. I can ST split those. And Kevin says, yeah, Antonica is going to give you the least amount of issues in the old world. Now the question is, what class is worthy of an Antonica only solo self-found? I like the thought of a ranger, because you're a ranger and you're ranging around, you're doing ranger things. You're traveling the continent and battling evil or whatever. Battling the enemies of nature. And Kevin says, save Enchanter for Fadeware if you're going to decide to do that. Yeah, actually, I don't have a lot of interest in doing another Enchanter. Neutral says Bard. Oh, no. Bards can solo self-found naked. I guess Necros can too, but it's at least a little bit interesting. You guys don't want to watch somebody run in circles for 400 hours. And Kevin says Enchanter will be okay in Kedge. Yeah. Yeah, they do well in Kedge. This I know. I've already had an Enchanter. That was my first character on green. Or one of my first. Yeah, go away, Itty. I'm not ready to kill you yet. How much health do these have? 2,500? I want to do something that is interesting in that you have like gear choices that you need to go find, spells that you need to get without doing something that is like 100% brain dead like Bard, and definitely not as challenging as, or not even challenging. Well, it would be challenging, but Warrior would just be boring, I think. The guy who did the solo self-found Warrior to 60, I think what he did was he just strafe-kited with a bow. And I don't think that's not what I'm looking for. So I was thinking a hybrid. If I did Ranger, like I said earlier, it would negate getting J boots though. So it's kind of like, do I want to do something that has so? Because I feel like getting J boots would be a cool like highlight for the stream. Neutral says SK. Yeah, SK might be one. Let's see. You got Warrior, no. Bard, no. Enchanter, probably not. So you got SK, Paladin, Ranger. Those are like maybes. Wizard? What do you guys think about Wizard? I have like never played a Wizard. What is it? What does a Wizard do? Quad kite? What else? Mage. I'm not really big on mages. Necro already did it. What am I missing? Rogue? Solo self-found rogue? What would that be like? Rogues don't solo very well, do they? Amp Kevin says a nightmare. Yeah, because rogues, they rely on backstab. Let's see. We got a Glacier Yeti coming. I'm going to grab him. Kevin says, Monk is the only tolerable melee SSF. Yeah, I could see that. Because then you get the J boots as like a huge upgrade. Man, these Yetis hit hard. I need my pet to rest. Neutral says, can't be Ixar though. Yeah, that's okay. I feel like the difference between an Ixar monk and a human monk, obviously the AC is the big one, and then the tail whip, are not as pronounced as the difference between a Ixar Necro and a human Necro or a DE Necro or whatever, Erudite. Neutral says, yeah, mustache is what makes it worth it. Kevin suggested the human stash monk. Mr. Stash Friend. Just need to make sure nothing comes and like aggroes me. Neutral says, every time you want to quit, just check out the Mo. Kevin says, the mustache will prevail. All right, looks like we're onto something. Make a human monk, start in Kinos, do all the Kinos quests. That's kind of the part that I'm looking forward to. If I do an Antonica only, is just having access to all those different quests. There's so many quests that you can do out there. Kevin says first goal is to slay Fippy. Yeah, like you get all the Kinos goodness. You know, there's so much cool stuff around Kinos. I would definitely do Kinos. I wouldn't do. Oh, Zabab, you aggroed him. He teleported through the ground. Get up here, Zabab, you silly guy. Yeah, you have the bracer. Monks get bracers, right? Then you have the upgrades for the melee gear. You have feign death, so you can do some things without dying all the time. Yeah, monk sounds really good. Okay, what else? Let's keep brainstorming though. What else is there? Zabab, what are you doing? Why are you all the way over there? You almost died. We need to get a dot on this guy. Kevin says, I've only played an XR and got bracers. Yeah, I think there's bracers on the... Or headband. It's headbands, actually. For the human monks. Wait, I already did that. That's what I want to do. So you have the headband progression to work through. You have the weapon progression to work through. Can you craft woos? If you're Antonica only, I don't know what woos materials take. But if you can, then that's another cool progression to work through, getting all the materials to craft the woos silk armor. I'll have to look that up. And then also, I don't know what class quest is there for the Temple of Ro? Oh, you're not getting away, Glacier Yeti. You need to stay right there. Let's see, Woo's fighting armor set. You just need Heady Keola, Silk Swatch, Vial of Viscous Mana. Oh, it's summoned by enchanters. No. Stupid MMO making you rely on other people. What is this, community? You mean I can't play this game and get everything completely solo? What's going on? I heard that Yeti over there. It scared me. Okay, so Woo's fighting armor is out of the question. Trying to think what monk headbands. You get the quest in North Kinos. Oh, that's crazy. There is a look at this. This is the robe of the Lost Circle. It's a monk robe. Oh, what is all this stuff? Needle of the Void. A rare robe pattern. Oh, it takes you to Chardok. No. Man, that's a bummer. Am I overly limiting myself with the geographic thing? Do I need to just make like a SSF monk and just do all the... Because the quests are what make it fun, right? And if you can't do the quests because you can't leave the continent... I'm going to need to put some thought to this. Because there's two things I care about. One, having a good time, and two, having good content for you guys. And I feel like questing and making goals is good content. I'm running this guy back. I'm running him back. Neutral Rocket says, I don't think the geographic restriction is necessary. That's kind of what I'm starting to think. Like, I like the idea of doing an SSF with like a geographic restriction because I've already done one. But I don't want to do it at the cost of good content. So there's some consideration there. This isn't a bad spot. It's too bad there's not like a really awesome undead near here where I could charm him and just wreck everything. But yeah, I'll have to think about that because I like the idea of getting a more of a melee focused character like a monk, and then doing a bunch of quests that get his gear. There should be a bird down here. Neutral says another 40 hours in down near. Hey, those were not wasted hours, my friend. I know down near now like the back of my hand. That's what I need to do. A down near blindfold run. See if I can make it from the top to the bottom teleporter blindfolded. I'm trying to think what audio cues could you even use to tell you you're up against the wall or... I don't even know why I'm thinking about this. Neutral says, how do you control ads as a monk? You feign death. You can FD split. You don't have the same utility like a Necro does. I think basically, if I remember right, because I did used to play a monk a long time ago, you pull, and then you get the mobs kind of split up, and then you FD, and then you range pull like one of them. Okay, we're going to split these. Let's get Screaming Terror up. And Kevin says, Monk is so much fun. Granted, the one I'm playing now is Ultra Twinked. Probably my favorite class so far. Yeah, there are tons of ways to split. It's kind of hard to explain over text without a novel, though. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know there was like multiple ways. Monks get sneak as well, if I remember right. I think they get hide, either hide or sneak. Now I'm going to look it up. They get sneak at level 8. Safe fall. Disarm. Oh, they get intimidation. Kevin, do you know, is intimidation useful? I had it on my monk a long time ago, and I practiced it and practiced it and practiced it, and it like never worked. Kevin says, LMAO, no. That's kind of what I thought. So I had it kind of macroed, kind of like how I have sense heading and forage, to where when I would turn left or right, and it would make my monk like do this all the time as he's like running around. He's just doing this. And it would go off at like the most inopportune times and scare the mob away and then train other mobs and get me killed. All right, let's split these guys. You cannot see your target. Well, I can clearly see my target. What is this game on about? Why is it telling me I can't see my target? Watch for it. There we go. Kevin says, same model as my favorite NPC. What's that, the Glacier Yeti? The Skulking Brutes. I see. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm a clicker. Please don't judge. It's just the number 7 key. I have a trouble hitting it with my finger. I should keybind it to something easy. Kevin says their run animation is so funny. I totally agree. It's hilarious seeing them run after you. Hilarious and terrifying. Kevin says, question, are you mad? Not really. I wish these guys had better loot. I will say that. Kevin said, no, I said 7. I just have a hard time hitting the 7 key with my index finger. So I accidentally like moved my spell bar because I was clicking it, and I clicked and dragged. I gotta watch out behind me. There may be pathers respawning at some point. Oh shoot. Come back, Zabab. Kevin says, I do 1 through 5 and sometimes get rid of 5 because it is borderline too far. Wow, 5? I got good at 5 playing World of Warcraft. That was my charge key. I played a warrior, and 5 was my I need to get to an enemy really fast button. 6 I'm okay with. I got good at 6 with doing the Dire Maul solo on my hunter, and 6 was my drain mana key. Because you gotta, when you're doing Dire Maul solo, the boss at the end, he has it's two guys you gotta kill, and one of them has a mana bar, and if you don't drain his mana, he heals the main boss you gotta kill. Or you don't kill the second one, you just try to keep him like CC'd, basically, or not CC'd, but confused. I guess you manipulate him through pathing. But I have yet to get good at 7. I probably should move harm shield to 7. In fact, I'm gonna do that. I have not used harm shield in like so many levels. I don't even know why I have it on my bar. I really don't need it. Kevin says, too far from WASD. I had so many keybinds on World of Warcraft. It was insane. I had like Shift A, Shift S, Shift D, Alt A, S, D, F, G, Alt V, Alt E. Like I had crazy amounts of keybinds that I would use. Well, I don't know why I don't do a natural one for 7, like Shift A or something. And Kevin says, I used to use all the number keys back in the day. One day I finally swapped to Shift, Control, Alt. Yeah, I had like stupid amounts of keybinds. My entire bar or screen on WoW, like the bottom half of my screen was just bars. And then I had the mouse wheel was like how I controlled my pet. Because you hardly ever zoom in and out. So I started using the mouse wheel to make my pet stay and attack. Kevin says 1 through 6 I can understand, but 7 is wild. Yeah, 7's a little bit unnatural feeling. T and Y feel a little bit better for me. I think that's one of the reasons why I like EQ though. You just don't need that many keybinds. It's a lot simpler. Because on WoW you had like trinkets, potions, your pet abilities, all your class abilities. Yeah, I had Z, X, C, V, B, all rebound, N. I even used N for like something. I can't remember what. Q, E, R, T, Y, all those. Alright, is there... I don't want to get ambushed by a pather. Looks decent. And actually, if I really want to be safe, I can move in here now. We just have a... I'm not tracking the timers, so hopefully it doesn't bite me in the ass here. But we should be good to kill these two. Uh-oh. We got resisted. Oh, goodness. Alright, my heart's thumping. How are we going to do this? We're going to have to play this cool. Keep root up on him. And him. Because at some point here, I'm going to have to pull my pet back. Like now. Get back, pet. Get back, get back. Get back, pet. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Get back, pet. Pet, come on. Uh-oh. That might be the end of the pet. Come on, pet. Over here. Okay, let's get a dot on him. Let's get some health on the pet. Alright, this is going to be very taxing on the mana bar. But this guy's down to 30%, so we just need the roots to hold. Pet's health is looking good. And And we have a nice meaty, like, dot going on this guy, so recovery is happening. I don't want these guys on the right to respawn, but I think we have a little bit of time. I'm not even going to send my pet in until this guy's dead. I'm going to get a dot on this one now. Oof. That was scary. All right, I'm just going to send my pet on this one. He's dead. Oh boy, my heart rate jumped quite a bit there. Seeing both those Glacier Yetis do Kevin's favorite running animation at me was a little bit terrifying. Thank God for Root. Got a heal on my pet, so he's gonna get it healthy. It's just gonna take a second. Those two are gonna be not split very well because of that, but that's okay. I think we can manage. I just don't want these guys on the right to respawn. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now, but I had to get out of the way. Oof, we did it. We are victorious. Oh no. Okay, he left. If we weren't in such bad shape, I would grab him too. Maybe we'll get him on the next one. Kevin says, nothing to see here. Yep. Yeah, he just walked in, saw his dead buddies, and was like, nope. And he just turned around and left. I guess I could grab these flowers. I think they're only worth like 3 gold or something, but I guess that would add up over time. And we are 87% to level 50. I'm going to make an executive decision here. Normally I stop streaming at 9:30, but I'm going to keep the stream up because we fought our way in here. We split the camp, and I really want to get to level 50. In fact, tomorrow is February 1st, and I said I was going to get 50 before the end of January. So we are going to grind it out, and I hope that you guys can join me for it. Level 50, that's a big milestone for Mr. Best Friend. I've been waiting. I've been fighting my way to get here. Those of you that have been following him for a long time, you remember the Field of Bone and fighting our way through spiders and skeletons up into Kearns and then out to down near Warslick's Giant Fort. I guess Giant Fort, then down near, then K-Sora. You guys have been with me through the whole thing, so yeah, I hope you can be here for the ding to 50. Neutral says, so much fun is still to be had. Yeah, I feel like I'm only probably maybe halfway there or 2/3 of the way there. Oh, Kevin, good one. Kevin says, how could you forget the delightful Sarnak fort? Very good point. Remember when I was trying to do the Sarnak fort and it was like a 50-50 on whether or not I would have enough mana to kill the Sarnaks before they killed me? Neutral says, you will soon be back. Yeah, I will. I'll be going there for the Jade Chokaday prod. Let's see if I can grab this guy. Is he gonna range me? No. Okay, I want him further back, though, in case something spawns. I'm not really sure if I should have grabbed him. Kevin says, we didn't realize how clutch that bracer would be. That was huge, getting the GCD reset bracer. Yeah, I didn't realize it at the time, just how big of a deal that would be. Oh, a cockatrice came in here. He just left as well. I will have to remember that. And I think I'm going to need to buff my pet. I think that's going to pay off. He's not a max level pet, but I'm going to keep him. I'm not really in the mood to play pet roulette tonight. Yeah, the Sarnak bracer with the GCD reset, that was huge. And that happened totally by accident. I wasn't even trying to get that item. If you remember, I was trying to get this thing. The Sarnak ceremonial dagger. Because I had no int gear at the time. I think all I had was the Skull of Torture that you get in Kerns. So yeah, getting that bracer was huge. Still to this day, most expensive item I've ever found on EQ. And Kevin says, yeah, you ended up leveling there for a few levels instead. Yeah, I leveled there and then eventually gave up, I think. And then I found the dagger on a vendor in Cabalus for like 200 plat. And I wasn't even worried about it. I was like, I'm taking it. I think by then I had about 1,200 plat, so it wasn't a huge deal. I need to go do my research skill ups. That'll cost about 3,000 probably. Kevin says, that was the day you had the legendary pet with the Buster Sword. That was so cool. I forgot about that. Neutral Rocket says, can confirm 52 plat per skill point at 184. Yeah, it's going to be... I think I estimated it at 2,600 plat. But it could be more. Hopefully I can hold down these spawns. I'm getting a little nervous. I don't want them respawning on top of me. But I know those two will spawn before I get the ones on this side. Ham Kevin says, famous last words again. I forgot to heal my pet. I really need that Lich spell. That would make this a little bit easier, having all that extra mana regen. Oh shit, I told my pet to sit down. bad player. Confirmed bad player. Kevin says, what if someone happened to sell the spell to a vendor in Catalyst? Yeah, I used to... Dak Dog was... I haven't seen him in a while. He's probably been busy, but he was one of my... He's probably got a lot of channel points, too. He used to joke like that, like, hey, what if I just vendor it? And I'm like, I can't. I'm sorry. I don't want a YouTube video showing up that's like, MMORPG exposed. This whole stream is a lie. Kevin says, like the druid that yoinked your Circlet of Shadows kill. That was just karmic payback for me getting Juke killed in K-Sora. Poor Juke. Alright, the Yeti's up. I'm staring at him, but I need mana. Kevin says, what if I just put it on the ground? I was like, come on, man. Just go away. You've already caused enough trouble. Kevin said, you're a better person than I am. Oh, shoot. Here comes that cockatrice. No, go away, cockatrice. Cockatrice, go away. No. Cockatrice, no. Here we go again. This isn't looking good. I'm like really low on mana. And I'm low on health too. Yeah, I've got 14%. And Neutral Rocket says, next video by Carl Jobst, MMORPG cheated. And now we bring ourselves to the curious case of a cheater known as MMORPG. In 2023, his stream gained small popularity within the Everquest circles. That's my best Carl Jobst impression. I love that guy. What is up, you legends? That whole Billy Mitchell Donkey Kong thing, I've been following that since like 2010 with the Netflix documentary, King of Kong. That was a great documentary. I'm just glad Billy Mitchell got what he had coming to him. Kevin says, better Saga than Twilight. That whole Twin Galaxies thing was so like, I'm so glad somebody exposed it. Like they were just a bunch of like cheaters. Neutral says, Billy is so cringe, don't sue me. Yeah, he sues everybody that he's like mad at. And what's with the mullet? It's 2024, man. You're not playing it. Well, he's still playing Atari, I guess. I was going to say, you're not playing Atari in the 80s anymore, but he's just playing Atari now. Cheating at Atari. Neutral says, don't, or Kevin says, don't tell him the joystick was red. I don't get it. I thought that was really cool how they basically did an analysis on how the MAME emulator draws the screen and then determined that he cheated based off that. Because if he played it on original hardware like he said he did, it wouldn't have drawn the screen that way. Kevin says that's how they essentially proved to use the modified machine. Yeah, you probably used like a laptop or something. There's somebody down here. Farmington. He's an enchanter. Kevin says they found a picture of him in front of the machine and it had a different colored joystick. Ah, okay. I know that they did that whole thing where they're like now we're taking out the old circuit card and we're putting in the new one or whatever, and there was something funky about that too. And then I think they looked at the actual circuit cards. These guys are so good at what they do. They looked at the actual circuit boards for the Donkey Kong cabinet, and they determined that, like, if it was actually the real one, it would have had a different layout, or I don't know. This resistor here is actually supposed to be over here, and this capacitor here shouldn't be there. Something like that. I thought that was really cool. All right, we got 10% to go. We can do this. Neutral says the judge had already made up their mind after seeing the mullet. Yeah. Guilty. Guilty of bad stuff, bad taste. Yeah, those are great videos. The Carl Jobst videos. There's some dudes on YouTube, man, that I really like, really enjoy their content. Carl Jobst, for the most part, I enjoy the MMO guy, Josh Strife Hayes, although sometimes he says things. He talks about MMOs like a zoomer. I forgive him for it, but he like doesn't get the historic side of MMOs always. So he'll like complain about things and he'll be like, "This is a terrible thing in this game because of this." And I'm like, "Well, no, that's kind of how MMOs were designed, man." Like he kind of approaches it from my first MMO was a ESO mindset, but for the most part, he makes really quality stuff. And then I like this guy, William SRD. He's kind of up and coming, but he does videos on like old school Dungeons and Dragons video games, like the Pool of Radiance and Descent to Undermountain, those kind of games. Goodness, this guy's giving my pet a beating. Oh, he's not rooted anymore. Yeah, those guys are like awesome YouTubers. And then I really like this guy called John Michael Gaudier. He's a science fiction author, but he's also really smart on the science part of it. And he makes videos about physics and anomalies in the universe and what alien civilizations might look like and things like that. What are some of your guys' favorite YouTubers? Ham Kevin says MMOcracy. You guys are flattering me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really need to get to work on another full-length YouTube video. I haven't done one in like since I think the December 9th playtest of Monsters and Memories. I've mainly been focused on the stream. Stream has been going pretty good though. It's been a lot of fun doing this. Kevin says, I don't really have many favorites besides the usual suspects like Yopst and Coffeezilla. I haven't heard of the coffee one. I'll have to check that out. Is he a gaming YouTuber? Run over here. I'm trying to keep the pet's health up as best I can. He's struggling. Should I give him some deadwood staves? I'm gonna go back down there soon. I've got like 12 of them. M. Kevin says he uncovers all sorts of scams by influencers, crypto rug pulls, etc. Oh yeah, I love those. I watched another one that was kind of like that where he was exposing Kickstarter, like Kickstarter scams, and talking about how this is like the new thing. Another Yeti down. M. Kevin says, yeah, Kira does stuff like that too. I wonder if that's the one I was watching. I can't remember the name of him. Okay, I'm going to do a risky thing. I'm going to go grab a water bottle and I'm just going to stay right here. So wish me luck. My creaky chair. Looks like I'm still alive. Good. I sprinted to the water. I drank it so fast I got water on my chin. Tulpa Stumpyfoot, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Cast Nation. Hope you've been enjoying the stream so far. We are going to 50 tonight. We're at 93%. We have 7 to go. Neutral Rocket says, "Have to admit, I do like top-notch idiots. Is that a YouTuber named Top Notch Idiots, or you're just saying in general you enjoy watching idiots?" And Kevin says he's talking about me. Dang, that's harsh. Neutral Rockets. Neutral Rocket says, "LOL, YouTubers." I'm not gonna lie, I watch way more YouTube than regular TV. The only thing I watch on regular TV now is baseball, and that's only for like what 5 months, 6 months out of the year. Okay, we have a Yeti coming, but I'm gonna let him go because I want to make sure I have mana for the next one in the room because I don't want to get booted out of the room. And Kevin says, I remember when I liked watching baseball. I love baseball. Sounds like M. Kevin fell out of love with baseball. M. Kevin says, that was when the Yankees just stole all the good free agents, though. Now they suck. They spend millions of dollars to suck. Lots of millions of dollars. I love the Tampa Bay Rays because they spend like a fraction of the biggest teams and they still somehow find a way to do it. And any organization that is that efficient, I can't help but admire. But I have a feeling now that I've exposed myself as a Rays fan, Am Kevin is going to unfollow the stream and never show up here again if he likes the Yankees. That's a big rivalry. Neutral says, top notch, do dangerous pranks in the hood. Yeah, I have no sympathy for people that do that and they end up getting shot. I saw a video where a guy got shot pranking somebody. It was like, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my YouTube as soon as I recover." I was like, "Oh man, that was your wake up call, man. You literally got shot." But hey, all we can hope is it happens before he procreates. Okay, you guys caught me. I said something. I said something mean on stream. Yes, thank you. I haven't said anything mean on stream in a while. All right, I'm gonna grab him. I recognize this could be a mistake. They could respawn at any second. Because I'm not watching my spawn timers. Ham Kevin says, sometimes the truth hurts. Yeah, I don't feel bad about saying that. As a human being, I am a little bit concerned about what these influencer platforms are doing for us. Okay, we do have a spawn over here. So we're gonna have to go for him right away. I should have just let that Yeti go. Oh wait, I don't want to root him there. I want to bring him back. There we go. Let's get some health on the pet. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna run because now the pet's, I'm gonna need to pull the pet back. I don't know, he's life tapping. We're doing our best to keep him up. I'm giving him as much life as I can. Oh goodness. He's getting low. I like how we both sat down at the same time. Like we're total bros. We're doing this together, me and Zabab. We're getting it done. Okay, we have our second Yeti pop. And I'm gonna give Zabab some time to get health. Or push come to shove, we let the... I guess there's really no rush, because we're on this side. He's not gonna aggro. We could let the next one pop and go at it with full mana. I feel like the room is big enough that I can stay in the middle and not aggro either side. Ham Kevin says Zabab's wondering why his bro never tanks any mobs. Because I got a med, Zabab. We've talked about this. You do the tanking and I meditate and I give you health. Yeah, let's see if we can spawn the left side. That gives us time to med. I shouldn't have grabbed that Pather. Ham Kevin says, wow, this used to be my jam. Yeah, me too. I had a CD. This is how old I am. There was this thing. It was like a kiosk in the mini mall. They called it a mini mall. It was like a little food court slash small store on one of the Air Force bases I was on. And you could pay money and have it burn songs to a CD, and it would spit out a CD to you. And I had this on there. I had Third Eye Blind. It was like every 90s, 2000s alternative anthem I could fit on there. Neutral Rocket says Zabab's not even getting paid with food. Poor guy. I would give him these Deadwood staves, but I only need 6% to level, so I don't want to give him Deadwood staves and then 5 kills from now dismiss him. M. Kevin says, now this song plays at every NHL game ever played. That's one sport I don't really watch a whole lot of. I used to. I used to watch the Buffalo Sabres when they had Dominik Hasek. M. Kevin says he loves sports. Some may say too much. Who are you cheering for the Super Bowl? Let's see. The Cockatrice is coming. How far up does he come? He came like way up last time. I'm gonna life tap him. I need health. Let me see if I can get him. I think he's gonna range me. Nope. And Kevin says he's pulling for Detroit, or he was pulling for Detroit. I really don't want to see either team win. That's what the guys at work were saying. They said they didn't really care what team won because they didn't like any of the teams. I would have loved to have seen Detroit in the Super Bowl. When was the last time Detroit went? Have they ever been to a Super Bowl? Let me see. They've never made it to a Super Bowl. 3 other teams that haven't are the Cleveland Browns, Houston Texans, and the Jaguars. And Kevin says, I guess San Francisco, since KC, Carner's Castle has won a bunch recently. I had to say it. I can't see KC and think anything but Carner's Castle. M. Kevin says, the Texans and Jags have an excuse, though. That's kind of what I was thinking. They're a little bit newer, obviously. But yeah, Detroit's an old team. What year was the Detroit Lions? 1930. Am Kevin says the Browns and Lions are just putrid. Yeah, those are 2 teams that just seem to never be good. All right, what's going on? Where's my spawns? Because I want to grab this guy on the right, but I know the moment I do, the one on the left is going to spawn. So I just need to be patient here. I can, because I'm full mana, so I don't want to just waste the ticks. Oh, there we go. And these two are going to spawn close together. Kevin says, you know it's bad when you make the Jets look good. Poor Jets. That's another team that, well, I guess they were good. When were they good? They had, oh no, I'm thinking of the Giants. Never mind. Yeah, when were the Jets good? Kevin says they were okay with Mark Sanchez in like 2011. Yeah, till the butt fumble. I feel like that's like what Mark Sanchez is known for. Kevin says then Namath before that in Super Bowl I. Yeah, that's like a long time back. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Well, wait, who was in Super Bowl I? I know it was the Packers, right? Because wasn't it like Bart Starr or whatever was the quarterback? I don't know who they played though. Kevin says, yeah, the Packers won. Yeah, they won the first two, I think. Kevin says, I think it was the Chiefs. I'm gonna Google it. Who played in Super Bowl I? Green Bay Packers defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 35-10. Ouch. Not even close. There is the second Yeti. Get that nuke up. As soon as this nuke comes up, I'm going to blow this Yeti up. Imagine how bad it is, how bad it smells when you nuke a Yeti in this close proximity. Oh goodness. This pet's getting wrecked. Kevin says, but now that you mention it, this cave probably smells terrible. I always think about that. Like, MMOs have to smell awful. No one ever showers. No one ever takes off their armor. Like, it can't be good. Neutral has a good point. He says it can't be worse than the rotting flesh on your lich body. Alright, let's see. If we can grab this one. I feel like we need to. I'm gonna pull him over here so we have a lot of room. And I definitely need to get some drains. We feed a lot of health to Zabab to keep him up while he's fighting these Yetis. These Necro heals are really not bad. Kevin says, I really don't like that I'm thinking about how every zone smells now. Yeah, I would imagine 3/4 or more of Norath smells absolutely awful. Neutral has a good point. He says, I bet Fellwythe smells like perfume. I would imagine Fellwythe, Kellethan, they smell good. You know, all the trees, and then Fellwythe just looks nice. But then, like, Blackburrow, you can see literal poop on the ground in Blackburrow. Like, there's piles of it. A graphic designer sometime in the late 90s designed low polygon models of poop and put it in Blackburrow. Kevin says, imagine what that hellhole guck smells like. Yeah, especially as you get further in, all the mushrooms. I'm trying to think what would be the absolute stinkiest zone. I don't know. Blackburrow's got to be up there. Oh, like Grob? Grob can't smell good. Hmm. Or the undead zones like Befallen or Unrest. Because dead stuff smells really bad. I think poop smells better than dead stuff. All right, we got 4% to go, 5% to go. We can do this. It's only 10 o'clock. No big deal. Kevin says, a sweaty humid swamp with undead frogs in a waterlogged, condensation-filled cave. It's gotta be Guck. You know what? I think you're right, because Blackburrow is a little bit more openish. It's a little bit airier. It looks like you can get a decent breeze from the top. You know the top part of Blackburrow where the waterfall goes in and at least brings some air circulation down there? We're really analyzing this a lot. Here's another question. Are we the first human beings to really give this much thought? I think it's possible. I think it's entirely possible. Kevin says, Guck is like the New York City subway. I've never been to New York. I don't have a whole lot of interest in going there for some reason. Kevin says, I think some guys there got too stoned on voice chat, or some guys have gotten too stoned on voice chat and discussed this. That's true. Good point. This may be the first documented conversation about the worst smelling zone in Norath, though. This is going to live on the internet long past our deaths. Yeah, New York City is just too big for me. I think I would get super bad anxiety being there. The whole northeast part of the country, there's just so many people. When I retire, I want to move somewhere where there's like no people. Kevin says, I've lived in or right outside New York City my whole life. Oh my goodness. So I guess you're used to it. Yeah, I want to move to Mentone, Texas when I retire. It has a population of 10. And Loving County, Texas has the lowest population density anywhere in the continental United States. Oh, the other Yeti popped and I pulled this one. Whoops. Kevin says, man, these songs, my high school playlist. It's almost like I thought about this. It's called marketing. No, this is stuff I like too. This is like old school songs I like. Yeah, this was one played on the radio when I was a young lad. M. Kevin says I have a playlist like this on Spotify, but it's buried somewhere now. Yeah, I'm just letting Spotify pick the songs. For those of you watching later on YouTube, the song is Lit, L-I-T, My Own Worst Enemy. I should get a little song display thing. I have one. It would just be another thing that I would forget to start up before I start the stream. Like, I'm still trying to get to the point where I remember the game audio. I swear every stream I forget something. Usually somebody watching is like, I can't hear the game audio, and I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. Time to nuke a Yeti. Boom. Look at that little tiny Yeti. He's so cute. I almost feel bad killing him. Man, I thought I would be 97% after that one. Neutral Rocket says, how's the Mr. Best Friend Part 2 lore video coming? So, not very good, because I haven't started. I won't say that. I wrote a full screenplay one night, and that's as far as I've gotten. So the next thing I need to do is I need to go back to Feel the Bone, down near Kearns, and do some recording. And now here's my dilemma. Do I attempt to do a voiceover for Mr. Best Friend? Or do I just use my like AI voice? Because I'm kind of tossed up. Like, I'm looking at my AI voice characters. Am Kevin says you'll have a lot of time during the 24-hour stream. No, I'm gonna have it. Ideally, I have it done before the 24-hour stream or close.
Let voice mod do the talking for you.
So I'm like looking at these different AI voices, but I couldn't find one that was like good.
Let voice
for him.
mod do the talking for you.
I guess that one's okay, but he sounds like British. You guys should recognize this one.
Let voice mod do the talking for you.
That's the narrator voice. I like that one. I could look into a purchasable AI text-to-speech. Some of those are really good. But I don't know how much they cost. I need to look into that. Because what I'm concerned about is that I voice it myself and I hate it. And then I'm like kind of stuck and I go, do I just go with this even though I hate it? Or do I start over? Neutral Rocket says, what does a lizard even sound like? Well, yeah, that's kind of what I'm like wondering. I guess you can do different effects. You can apply effects to this one.
Change your voice in real time with...
So there's like, I don't think any of them are like lizard though.
Change your voice in real time with voice mod.
Like, that's not good. And Kevin says, how does Larry do it? He just uses a voice changer when he changes into his Emperor character. Neutral Rocket says croaky or hissy. I wonder if there is one. Let me look at that. Because I do have a voice changer. Ah, it's a cockatrice. That's okay, I needed to lich something. Or drain something. Because I do have a voice changer. There is none for lizard, though. Frog? There's none for frog. I could probably find something, though. There's a crap ton of voices on here. I'll have to play around with it a little bit. That's a good idea, though. Thank you for that. Alright, let's finish this level. Technically, I need to finish by midnight or I didn't make my goal. I don't think it's going to take till midnight, I hope. Kevin says it's midnight here. Yeah, it's got to be getting late. Normally, I don't stream this late. I usually turn off the stream too after 2 hours and restart it. That way there's not a huge long video on YouTube because people get kind of... I do the same thing. I'm like, I'm not going to watch a 5-hour video. But I guess we're going for it. I'm not going to kill it off now. I think as long as nothing crazy happens, we'll be done in about less than 20 minutes, so that'll be nice. It'll be nice to see that big 5-0 on underneath Mr. Best Friend's name or above whatever on the character select character select screen. Neutral Rocket says practice staying up for the 24-hour stream. Yeah. Just sleep deprive myself until it's nothing. I'm like a little bit concerned about this though, guys. Like, what am I going to do on EQ for 24 hours? And how am I going to be coherent enough to not die and lose a ton of experience? Like, I thought about it. I was like, well, what if I just play EQ for a while and then play a different game? But, like, you guys come here to see EQ, so I don't know if that's a good idea, because... Oh, you know what would be funny? Neutral Rocket says you won't. That's the fun bit. It'd be funny if, like, before I can go to bed, I have to beat, like, a 1500 rated chess bot. Because I do play chess. I don't know if I've told you guys this. I play a lot of chess on my phone. Probably 4 to 5 games a day. I know that's not a lot, but it's a lot for me. And normally I can beat the 1500 chess bot. That's about as high as I've gotten. 1600 was probably like when I was really playing a ton of chess. So it'd be funny to at like 23 hours be like, okay, now I have to beat this chess bot so I can go to bed. Neutral says, might as well go enjoy it and go all out with props. Yeah, I do need to find some props. I do need to think about that. And then Am Kevin says, I don't think anyone expects you to play EQ for 24 straight hours. That sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... I'll come up with an itinerary or a schedule. Neutral says, oh, I do like watching Anna Cramling. For some reason, though, I know nothing about chess. I know enough to beat the 1500 bot, but I don't study, like, a whole lot. I don't do, like, the, study the book openings and all that. I know, like, 3 openings, and I just do that. I do those 3. All right, we're at 98%. Neutral says she makes chess entertaining, and M. Kevin says, I have no idea why, but YouTube recommended me one of her videos recently. Well, she's probably trending, and they just kind of recommend stuff that they think you'll like. M. Kevin says, literally never watch chess content. Same thing happens to me, though. YouTube will recommend me stuff. And I'm like, why is it showing me this? I don't know, but whatever. But I clicked it. Yeah, the algorithm worked. It got you to click. That's all they care about. They actually don't really care that you watch the videos that long. They just want you to click on them. Because I think they get the ad revenue from the clicks. I don't know. I've paid for YouTube Premium for so many years, like... I've forgotten what ads on YouTube are even like. Except the in-video ads where they're like... They get you all hooked and you're ready to watch this video and they're like... And now for our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends HelloFresh World of Warships. And you're like, what? I don't care about any of these things. And then I just fast forward through them. Like, you really... So, the thing that gets me... I'm going to go on a soapbox for a minute. You guys know what really grinds my gears? I watch videos about 25-year-old MMOs. And some of these 25-year-old MMOs, YouTube people, personas, they have freaking Raid Shadow Legends as a sponsor. And I'm like, good for the YouTuber to get a sponsor and make some money. That's awesome. Raid Shadow Legends. What are they thinking trying to get somebody who makes content on a 20-year-old MMO to like pump this brand new mobile game or newer mobile game? Like, how many people who play EQ regularly will even care about a mobile game? Like, the thought to me when I think of a mobile game, it like totally turns me off. Like the alternate currencies and the spend $5 for this pack of gems that'll get you like one of the thing you need, but not two. So then you got to spend $5 more. And then you do the math and you're like, well, actually, I need to spend $20 to get the best value. Like, none of us really care about that, I would think. So I'm like, why is Raid Shadow Legends sponsoring people who make videos on like Ultima Online or Everquest? There we go. Soapbox over. Neutral Rocket says, I also watch rock climbing videos, even though I have no idea about it. Am Kevin says, not going to lie, I downloaded Raid Shadow Legends and promptly uninstalled it, quietly exits the stream. Yeah, who, like, I don't know. I don't know what the demographic is that actually plays those games. It's like an AFK game. I'm pretty sure it's one of those games that you can tell it to play and it will just like play. I see the guys at work playing them all the time and I'm like, to me, that's not fun. Am Kevin says, yeah, who would do something like that? Not me. Neutral says it's really a crypto miner. I believe it. It's mining crypto while it's in the background. you install it on your phone and then you don't touch your phone for an hour and you go to pick it up and your phone is like burning hot and you're like, oh, what's my phone doing? It's mining crypto for 10 cents. And Kevin says, yeah, when I opened the app and the first thing I was slapped with was a microtransaction ad, I deleted it. Yeah, I would imagine most people that consume old school MMO content want nothing to do with anything like that. And I think that goes to show how out of touch the people that market for that game are. They're like, oh, this guy got 2 million views playing Morrowind. A 1999 or 2001 whatever game. I know, let's advertise for a brand new mobile MMO. Silly marketers. Come on, Yetis. We got 2%. Let's go. This song reminds me of high school too. Anything like alternative. I kind of miss the days when I could turn on the radio, like the actual radio, and there was good music on it. This is probably considered like classic rock now. I'm old enough that the songs I grew up with are now classic rock. Like like when the classic rock station is playing songs that I listened to in high school, it's like, oh no. What's happening? Give me a Yeti. My thirst for blood must be sated. Kevin says our last good rock station turned into the fourth pop station clone like 15 years ago. You can thank Clear Broadcasting for that. Clear Broadcasting took over, like, let me see. I don't want to tell you guys erroneous facts. What percent of radio stations are owned by Clear? Okay, we got 2 Yetis, so I can't do any googling, but yeah, Clear owns a ton of stations now. That's why top 40 music, basically top 40 music is top 40 music because the stations that decide what are in the top 40, how do you say it? They decide what to play, and then that determines what's in the top 40. So it's not like it's actually the top 40. They just tell you it is. Kevin says, cue the Godfather. Look how they massacred my boy. When I tuned into the station expecting rock music, and you got Cardi B. Well, I guess 15 years ago you didn't get Cardi B, but... Oh no. Pet, don't die. Pet, don't die. Ooh, that was close. Kevin says, same difference. Yeah, does it really matter? To me, it doesn't matter. Oh! Oh, there it is! Oh, get over here, Zabab. You need to be here. You need to be in this picture. Ah, cameras are hard. Oh, oh. Level 50. There we go. Thank you for the grats from chat. You guys are amazing. Mr. Best Friend has crossed a very important milestone today. And I really do appreciate all you being here. It's been a good run so far. We got 10 levels to go. We are going to do it. I'm going to have my first ever level 60 on Classic Everquest. Neutral says, "Grats on 50. Thank you." Yeah, we're gonna go all the way on Mr. Best Friend. Kevin says, "You're never gonna want to come back to Kunark after this." You might be right. I'm gonna need a break from Kunark. The mobs just have so much health. It makes the first 50 levels just crazy. Not crazy, but old world mobs have half the health that these guys do. Kill him. Kill him, Zabab. Get your last kill for the night. Good boy. Kevin says, "I can tolerate Kunark from 1 to 20, then I'm out." Yeah. There's definitely periods where it's better to leave Kunark than to stay. I feel like once you hit about 20, that's when it starts. Giant Fort's good. But after that, like 25 to 50, there's so many good spots in the old world. Okay, I am back at my bind point. I was going to go back to town, but I don't know. I don't really need to. I have food, I have water. I can go vendor up in Dreadlands if I want to. I think the next tomorrow, I'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll probably check out either like Burning Wood or Blood Gills. We're going to do something else. I'm not just going to hang out in Dreadlands. And we'll start pushing to 51. I don't have any spells to buy because I got those last levels. So, all right. With that being said, I really want to thank you all for being here. Big milestone tonight. Really appreciate all the support for my YouTube viewers. I love you guys as well. Make sure you drop some stuff in the comments. Do all the algorithm things. I know I hate plugging it, but it helps me out a lot. And you guys have 70,000 Twitch streams to choose from. And tonight you chose to spend your time with me. And I just want to say I'm very humbled and I'm very grateful for all the support that I get